Hey guys, I'm Austin with Lost Creek Training Academy, and today we're going to talk about how to enforce rules and work on manners in the home. So, when I talk about manners, I mean not jumping on people, not running out of doors, not barking excessively, not pawing at you to get your attention, and not pulling on leash, not being excessively high energy. And what it really comes down to, regardless of what the problem is, if your dog just won't stop picking up socks, we have to teach them that that rule is not okay. I can safely say and summarize that if your dog is doing something such as jumping or something you don't like, you have not properly taught them that it's not okay. And that's not necessarily a reflection of you. It's just dogs are way more patient than we are. I had a client yesterday who says, "Hey, every time I sit down, my dog comes up and wants to jump in my lap." It's a big dog like him here. So how do we fix that? Well, I told her, hey, just tell him no. If he does, we taught him off, which is another video, but we taught him off. That wasn't working, so we stood up and took our attention away. We said, hey, I'm not paying attention to you. And then we'd sit back down and he'd pop back up again. We say nope and get up again. Well, this wasn't working, and she got to the point. She goes, you know what? I just want to sit down. And I told her, and I've never really thought of it this way, but I mean that's exactly the reason why our dogs jump, because he learned that he can wait her out. He can jump 5 or 6 times. She'll get tired and quit. So to fix any problem with your dog, regardless of what it is, I want you to take the time to practice it when you're motivated and you have nowhere to be. The reason there is that your dog is actually a patient individual. Yes, your dog too. We think our dogs are, very high energy, short attention span. They are, but we leave them, 4 to 8 hours a day while we're gone, and they learn to be patient. They learn in that environment, I'll be calm because mom, dad, they always come back. Well, what I mean by learning to be, or why this is a problem, I guess, is because they jump on you, we tell them no. They jump again, we tell them no. They're patient enough to keep trying, and eventually they realize, hey, I jumped 3 times, then finally they gave up. Next time I'll jump 3 times right away, rather than I jumped once, mom said no, I jumped twice, mom said no, I jumped the 3rd time, and then she gave up. Well, now he'll just start jumping like crazy because he knows the more reps he gets in, the more likely is you're going to let him do it. Now, after 3 times, he'll just start going until it becomes exponential. He'll jump over and over until you finally just allow it, or you really get after him. So, how do we do this? How do we get over these problems? What I want you to do is take time to spend with your dog when you're ready to do it yourself. Don't do this just when you're trying to watch TV and your dog's bothering you and jumping on your lap. Go emulate the situation. Turn the TV on, act like you're sitting down, like you're going to work, like you're going to just watch TV. You're not really working with him. And in your mind, you are, of course. And the second he jumps, you say, oh, no, hey, bud, don't do that. If he doesn't get down, you get up, you turn away from him and walk away. I'm going to give that 2 or 3 repetitions, and if he doesn't quit immediately, I'm going to put him in a timeout. Now, a timeout should be in a kennel. You can be in a mud room. I've got a mud room back here, a back bedroom, a bathroom. If you're out and about somewhere where you don't have a room, you could tie him up with a leash and walk away. The important thing here is I don't want to make your bedroom, bathroom, kennel the bad timeout dunce chair. So instead, I'm going to put him in there and not say a thing. If I put him in there and I tell him, bad dog, you should know better, that just makes that the place he gets chastised, and I don't want that. I want him to like these areas. Instead, what I'm going to do is put him in there and immediately leave. And maybe leave quickly. I'll do one of these. Oh, see you, I'm out of here. And he's going to think, well, wait a sec. You've never done that before. This is really weird. Maybe something's changed. Maybe I messed up. And each time that he does this, we're going to get out of there very quickly. And he's going to get to the point where he says, hey, please come back. I love you. You feed me. Those are very important factors when it comes to rewarding a dog. They do want to be near you. Most dogs have a small amount of separation anxiety just because we're home with them all the time. Now, so to back up, whether we're jumping, whether we're pulling on a leash, whether we're barking excessively, I'm going to take away the motivator. That's the first thing. Like if I'm standing up and the dog's jumping all over me, I'm not going to keep doing this to keep him jumping on me because that's exciting for him. Same thing if he's barking. If I see he's barking out of the window here, I'm not going to just let him sit there and bark at the window all day long. I'm going to either go move what's outside or close the window or take him out of this room so I can take away that stimulus so he can actually function, okay? That's not a fix. That doesn't fix the barking. It gets him to the point where he can actually function. If I'm doing this, he can't realize that he's not supposed to jump on me if I'm acting like I want him to jump on me. Now, once I get that situation calmed, I get him in a nice, calm environment like we have in here, what I can do is start teaching him to say the quiet command, or hey, go lay down instead of barking at this dog or jumping all over me, whichever it may be. And we'll talk more about that in future videos. But the idea is if I give him something else to do when he sees that distraction, or me as a distraction, for instance, for jumping, here's a good example. If he wants to jump on me, what I'll do is I'll make a dog sit when they approach me. We haven't done this with him, so I'll show you what that looks like right here. The idea is if he's sitting, he can't be jumping. Or if he's running, normally he runs at the door to bark. If I teach him to go lay down, he can't run at the door and run away from the door at the same time. So here's a good example of what we're talking about here about rule enforcement. I'm going to be 100% critical with him. Not harsh, but very critical. Strict and critical, or strict and harsh, are two separate things. We equate the two, they're not the same. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to ask him to come to me. Come here. And I'm going to give him a sit signal. Good boy. Good job. Reward him for that. Good boy. Let's pretend he's jumping. He's not much of a jumper, but this way, bud. Okay, come. Yes, very good. So I'm not saying sit, I'm asking him to come, then giving him our sit signal. Come here. And I'm gonna phase that out. So come here, good boy, automatically means that I want him to sit. Come in, sit. This way, now. So now I'll try it without. Come. Yes, good. So I do not react until I get exactly what I want, unless he's being, naughty or jumping. I'm gonna step away and say, hey, I don't like that. No, I don't like this. But I'll be very critical and make sure he sits. So come here. Yes, good. And there I made him wait a little bit longer. No, I'm gonna be critical. He's not sitting. I'm gonna tell him that's not okay. I'm gonna enforce this rule. Good job. That's a very good boy. Here's a treat. And I haven't asked him to get up yet, so I'm gonna wait. Nope. Hey, good. And just keep telling him yes, no, like in our communication video. Very good boy. That's a good pup. All right. Nope. Good. So I just reached for my treat pouch there, and he thought he was going to get up and get it, and I told him no. Hey, and on top of that, you lost your treat for doing that. Let's try again. Good. The whole point I'm trying to emphasize here is that I want you to be critical with the rules, whatever they are. If I say sit, it means sit until I tell you otherwise. So if I leave the leash, he should stay there. Good boy. If he tries to get up, I'll tell him no. Good job. There, he thought about it, and he stayed. Good boy. So I'll reward him for that. Because in his mind, he goes, I'm going to go. Wait, Austin's going to get after me. I better not do that. And I said, hey, that's what I want you thinking when you think about failing. Good boy. Good job. Good boy. So again, when it comes to rules, nope, hey, good. Okay, you're free. Good job. When it comes to rules, rule enforcement, manners, etc., I want you to be extremely critical. Make sure that you enforce the rules 100% of the time. Don't practice this when you're tired. Don't practice this when you're just not in the mood to train. You have no motivation. If you're having problems, then go ahead and just put your dog away until they calm down, and then bring him back out, either when you're ready to deal with them doing that and practice, or until you're ready to actively practice and set up that environment.